Hi everybody, this is going to be part 5 in the Xbox series, and what ended up happening was after I tweaked the little potentiometer that controlled the amount of current to the laser, the unit started working and it seemed like it was working fine, but I was only able to play it for a short amount of time, probably a couple of hours, and I noticed that I was playing the Harry Potter game, and I noticed that when it would need to change levels and it would have to access the disk for more data, it started to have trouble where it seemed like it was taking too long to load the next level, and then a couple of times I would get an error and I'd have to actually reboot the whole system to get it to work again, and so it wasn't reliable. And then after a couple hours of playing, I shut it off, and when I turned it back on again just to see what would happen, I started getting the error 12 again. Took a couple tries before I could get it to come back on, and then I could play it a little bit more. I just knew it wasn't going to be reliable. So I'm not sure what happened. It could be that the laser just was so bad that the extra current that I added to it made it work a little bit for a little bit of time, and maybe it just failed. I don't know. So we just tried hooking it up just now. It's been a couple of weeks since I've messed with this thing, and I can't get it to load the game. I keep getting the Xbox can't recognize this disk error, and so now what we're going to do is I picked up another flea market buy. This one I only got for a couple of bucks because it clearly has been dropped by the looks of it. The whole case is broken. I mean, this thing really in rough looking shape, dirty, but I figured I'd take a chance because I noticed that the screws hadn't been altered, so that tells me that nobody's ever been inside monkeying with this thing. So for starters, we're just going to plug this one and hook this one up and see what it does. It'd be a miracle if it works. Alright, so we're going to test out this this Xbox. So we've got the video cable hooked up to the TV, everything hooked up. We're just going to put power to it first and see what it does. Go ahead and plug the power cord back in the back of it, and we'll see if anything happens. No sparks or smoke or anything. That's a good sign.
Is the TV on?
Yeah, I don't think I shut the TV off. Anything? Yeah, see, I bet you it's dead. Dead. No, see, there's nothing. Dead. I'm not surprised because the power supply for this is right here. The power supply is right in this corner where this big thing's all dented and broken. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this apart. And we're going to see what, yeah, we'll let you take it apart, and then we'll take this apart. We won't video all that because people have already seen us do that. Alright, so we just got the cover off. This back corner where it was hit, it was actually hit so hard that it smashed the plastic post that's supposed to be on the underside of the cover here. And so the screw's actually still in there. We're going to take that out in a second. And the shield is all bent up. So that took a really nasty hit on this back corner. So I'll be interested to see whether or not the PC board behind here is damaged. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take that, let's see if we can get that screw out. Now, if I hold this and you turn that, it should come out. Go ahead. Is it coming? Yeah. That screw is bent. That's how bad this got hit. Alright, that's it. The screw should come out now.
Push it hard.
I can't. It's down inside the thing there. Hold on. See if I push it with another screw. Oh, you know what it is? It's bent. Because it's bent, it doesn't want to go through the hole. Let me try and bend it back. These are too big. Let me get a pair of pliers. See if I can't get them with these pliers. The screw's so badly bent it won't back out. Ow! There we go.
You straightened it out all the way.
Not all the way.
I know.
Doesn't matter because we're not going to need it. because I don't think we're going to be able to do anything with this one. Got a bad feeling about this one. So this is the hard drive. This is what stores all the information. This is the optical drive. This is where the DVD goes in. Let's see who makes this optical drive. This one is a TGM 600 model, manufactured 2002. This is a Thomson drive, so this is a different brand drive than what was in the other one. So let's see if we can't get the whole assembly out.
Nope. Screws right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. No, this
It's that screw down there we need to get out, and this screw here.
I just took one of these apart, so I kind of remember how this goes. Not exactly, though. Not everything. And right there, that one. So
You need a longer one of these.
now we need the smaller size. See how little this is? Look, that's the size we need. Okay, we just took the hard drive tray and everything out, and we had a little trouble getting it out because the shield in the back there is so bent. And what we found is right up here in this corner, there's a toroid type of a choke. It's an inductor that's supposed to be mounted on this PC board, and it's just flopping in the wind here. It's completely broken off of the board, and that's going to be right on the main AC input. So when this got hit, this probably broke free, and it's killing any power from getting into the power supply at all. All right, so this inductor is kind of interesting. It was epoxy to this little piece of board right here, and then that, whoops. And then this board must have pins that go through and are soldered to the main board. So the wire is broken off, but I might be able to just get enough of the wire, maybe unwrap it once, get enough wire to fix that. But I've got to get this little board unsoldered from the main board first. So I wet the sponge, clean the tip a little bit. Then I take a little bit of solder and I tin the tip. So I just melt a tiny bit of solder on the end. Like that, see? That'll transfer the heat, help transfer the heat to the solder wick, or soldering braid, as they sometimes call it. I just take, watch your finger.
I
It's
think
gonna get real hot. Might not be hot enough yet, just plugged it in. There it goes.
is the metal getting hot?
Yeah, real hot.
I mean the thing that you're holding onto.
This?
No.
This? The wick?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. I got thick skin on my fingers. Actually, is that, remember, is that pin? Yep, that pin on the back there. It looks like those four corners are going to have to be unsoldered to get this off. No, it's not working.
Maybe you turn it up.
I did turn it up. I haven't used this in a while. It could be a bad connection. Let's try this again. Not working. Alright. Let's try soldering gun.
Where is the soldering gun? Want to pause it?
Yeah, go ahead. Alright. So now we'll use the soldering gun that's got more heat. That's weird, it's not working.
Maybe I plug it into the wrong thing.
No, it was working.
Is it getting hot? Or do you need a new one of these?
No. Usually it makes a noise too, a buzzing noise, a light, very quiet buzzing noise. Yeah, that plug wasn't good. All right. See the little light bulb? I thought maybe the light bulb was burnt out, but you also hear a hum.
Oh yeah.
See, this gets hot a lot quicker. It's a lot more wattage. All right, let's see.
Those.
This is ridiculous. Why isn't this working?
It's working now.
Yeah, it's... Just gave up on trying to use the solder wick. And I'm just unsoldering it by pushing on the stupid thing. Don't know why, but that solder wick is not working. Is this on? I thought this was the good stuff.
It's working now.
Yeah. See how it sucks the solder up? See how it's cleaned it all up right there? See?
Oh, that's good.
That's how it's supposed to work. See how it just pulled that solder right away from the pin? That's the other pin. That's this. Well, unless that's the other pin. I think there was four pins there. This little board.
Yeah, those are the pins. No, except that one. There's one more.
Actually, I don't think there was anything there.
It's done. Now try.
I need a small screwdriver.
Why?
See if this is still. Excuse me. Yeah. All right. So now that I'm soldered, I should be able to pop this board right out.
Do you want to bend that soldering?
Well, you see how it is? They got that. Got the wire going through to there. So that's not actually those larger metal pins are just to hold this board in. The actual wire goes through these little holes right next to it. It's kind of a crazy way they did that. Yeah, see there's a wire there and there's a wire there.
Those two wires.
Yeah,
broke.
there's what's left of that wire there.
Hmm.
Where's this one though?
It's right there. Can you see? Move it again. It's right. If you
know what?
barely can see it.
This one, you need a magnifying glass.
I'll show light up to it too.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be tricky. Alright, so there's little tiny wires right here. There's one there and one there. Oh, sorry, one there and one there, and then there's one missing there. And there's very little wire left there, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to fix this. Alright, so I was able to break this out of the epoxy, this end of this wire that was left out of the epoxy, and see where it goes. So now I can back it through here and unwind it one turn and bring it back down to where it was going, and now I have a nice long wire to resolder on there, and I'm going to do that with all of them. Alright, so here's what it looks like now that I've rethreaded the two broken wires. After unwinding them once, that gave me more than enough wire now, and it's going to be a negligible amount of change to the inductor value, so I'm not really worried about that. So now I've got them threaded back through. Now I've got to strip the copper enamel, the wire enamel off of the copper and expose bare copper so I can solder to them and get them through the main PC board and resolder it all in. Well, getting those wires in there was pretty tricky, to say the least. I left the two new repair wires extra long so I could feed those through first, and then I didn't really have to worry about trying to keep those guided into position as I worked on getting the two forwardmost wires in there. They're actually so thin, but I actually have to look at them under magnification just to make sure that they're even there. And they are. And then there's only 3 pins that hold the board in position. You son. Oh, looks like I'm running out of video. So I'm just going to solder these with the soldering iron, not the gun. Already dumped a little video onto the hard drive, so I got space back on my camera, and this is what it looks like after I got done soldering it. So now all I have left to do is cut the wires. I'm going to put the power supply back in and we're going to try it out. Alright, here goes nothing. Just got the hard drive temporarily positioned on top, but it is all plugged in. All the plugs are replugged back in. Alright, no fireworks. But it's also still dead. So there's more than just that broken part going on here. Well, upon careful re-examination of this coil, this toroidal inductor, I was able to find or noticed a broken wire here. I don't know how I missed that. So I'm not sure if that's the wire that's supposed to go down on this side here, and that only a piece of it is left in the epoxy, or what went on there. But it doesn't really matter at this point. I just know that that's why this is, more than likely why this is dead as a doornail right now. Alright, let's try this again. This time I did a continuity check with my meter before I bothered putting it all back in, and it looks like I got the coil connected, fixed all the broken wires on it. Power supply's working again. Huh. Microsoft comes right up on this one. Oh, I forgot to plug a controller in. I don't know whether or not it matters if you unplug a controller while the unit's on or not, but I'm not going to find out. Power this back up. No error on this one. Microsoft comes right up immediately. Gotta love it. This thing is smashed, and it appears so far to be actually better than the other unit. Alright, so it's not recognizing this disc. So we're not exactly home free with this one either. Try the NASCAR one. Nope. Alright. So this Xbox is sick too. It's just sick in a different way. Well, that's all I'm going to do tonight. I promised my son, who had to go to bed, that I wouldn't go any further than this.